Video transmission taking a while to start up, but we should be ready. Gonna open a Facebook, share this with a few groups, and then we will be ready to proceed and all that. So first off, quick draft is actually a very good option if you're starting out. But for now, we will do one premier draft. I will not be surprised if I start doing quick drafts of this set whenever it's available. It can get really intense for the most part. I actually tried one quick. Figuring out what is the right thing to do is not going to be the easiest thing. So I'm actually hoping we will get extended periods of quick drafting for this one, because that's going to be how important this is. I would not be as much as I would like to do premier drafts. That's the skill part here, but we do have to. We have to be realistic about our chances here. I personally think that I'm not that great right now, as a lot of the pros are saying that this is one of the harder formats to do really well in. Anyone else that says otherwise probably could use a little humility on that one. As for whether this is a favorite format or not remains to be seen. Now, for the record, I did one quick draft before this, so this is not my very first draft. It's just my first premier draft. As far as the drafting is concerned, pretty decent. Got one rare. Pretty much managed to get to 6-0 before washing on the last three matches, but if anything, it highlights that there are plenty of ways to go around this. Anyway, we will cash in this draft token. Going to see what are the ones that we want to get into. Kind of hard to say which one is the worst right now. Blue-red rooms is actually quite polarizing. You need to have a critical mass of room cards, and you have to have the right ones as well. So in order for it to be a real viable win condition. Otherwise, blue-green is quite good. Red-white can steal games early. As it is, we got probably one of the not one of the best starting creatures. I guess we could speculate on white-black reanimator, which is a real thing. We can also speculate on blue-red rooms if we want to go into that. I'm not sure if I want to do it so early, but both of these are multicolored cards, but everything else is not so great. Attacking the box is quite okay for Delirium, but there are better cards than this if you need to fill out two. Heck, Marvin might be better in that sense, but just having a 2-mana 2/2 is fine here. Because what are the... I could just go into blue. Unable to Scream is a really good one here. I'll just take Marvin because if nothing else, it's a 2-mana 2/2. I just have no idea what to get into right now. There are other more powerful picks right now. Like Fear of Isolation is a really good one for white-blue enchantments. Split Skin Doll is really good for white, and we can use this to go into white-red. In fact, we're seeing a few cards that could come back, like Grand Entryway at Elegant Rotunda. We can do white-red here. Also, this is just some cheap card draw in a sense. I'll be taking the Split Skin Doll. I could have taken the enchantment instead if I wanted to go into... if I was speculating into white-blue. But right now, I'm actually looking for white-red at this point. And that's also a key factor of this format. It's not just how good is this card, but what decks does this card fall into? In that sense, the white room would have probably been a better one because it would have fit better in white-red and white-blue. So that's something to consider. Speaking of, there's a Leyline of the Void. There's a Patch Plating. This goes actually really well in... This goes in Manifest Dread. This also goes into Reanimator. Emerge from the Cocoon. This one goes really well for Reanimator as well. It's a cheap Reanimator. Hardened Escort, really nice for the aggro deck. Painter Studio. I might just go in, I might start speculating on Vicious Clown because a lot of the power 2 payoffs are here. I'm gonna take this one, see if we can start snagging a few red cards along the way. There's an Emerge. Cease from Slumber, pretty good as removal. We could take that. Better than Impossible Inferno. Terramorphic Expanse is something we could take if we want to speculate on mana fixing, and we probably want to do later. For now, I would just take the Cease from Slumber. It's not really great, but we still want to have some removal over no removal. So right now, we're trying to cash in on the 2 or less. Yeah, the ley lines are gonna come back a bit. Say its name. I could take the Spectral Snatcher and see if Reanimator is open. Because right now I'm not sure which is open among any of these. Like Fear of Surveillance is great in white-blue enchantments, but we're not seeing a lot of blue come around. Spectral Snatcher going great in Reanimator. We're not seeing a lot of black coming around. Patch Plating, kinda in the same boat. I'll take the Patch Plating. I'm not sure if that's a good call. It enters with 2 counters if you cast it from your hand, so you definitely want to reanimate it. So we're looking for Default Crypt is actually fine here. So we want to start going to Reanimator here, I guess. There's an Unwanted Remake, which we can use for Manifesting Dread. But I think I want to go into Reanimator. Cackling Slasher is also fine. But I'll speculate on the Default Crypt first. So we have a bit of speculation between these two. We'll see which one lines up better. Friendly Ghost, 2/4 flyer for 4 mana. Okay, could be better. Appendage Amalgam is fine. It's a good way to get stuff in the yard. Resurrected Cultist, not so great here. I guess we can take an Unwanted Remake, but it's only good because it's really cheap, so it might actually fit well into red-white for the most part. I could also just see taking Friendly Ghost here. Yeah, we'll take Friendly Ghost for now. I still haven't figured out the power rankings of certain cards, so not so sure yet. As I've suspected, this is just a 2 mana 2/2. We don't really have any. Okay, here's an activated ability we can get with. This will help us discard cards in the yard. So there is that. Cult Healer gains lifelink until end of turn. Not so great. We could have gone into blue-black, but we're definitely getting a lot of white here. So what are we hoping for? Some of the cycling cards would be nice. Some of the Reanimator cards to come back would be nice too. Though the 5 mana to return creature 3 or less is not looking great. Okay, looks like... Yeah, this is the one that with a lot of blue. I'm not surprised it came out to this. So the Vicious Clown is looking like it's not gonna make a cut here. We are still in a bit of trouble over... There's... Final Vengeance, Exile Creature, Innocuous Rat, Manifest Dread. This is also good. This is also good for us. I'm okay with either of this. I probably would take the Rat though. We're not going into Delirium, so Bear Trap loses a bit of its value. Marvin definitely loses value. Friendly Teddy loses quite a lot of its value. So we will take the Emerge from the Cocoon. So this is quite expensive, but it is in white. So we are starting to get that option here. We have to note that the Rite of the Moth did not come back. Can't be blocked by Glimmers. If it's tapped, you may search your library for a card. Put it in your graveyard and shuffle. I would take this. This is over the second Emerge, because this is a good way to get cards in the yard. We just need to find some really good payoffs. Right now, our payoffs are kind of weak. But I definitely like having the Defiled Crypt Cadaver Lab to give us additional value. Also, our friend kind of trying to sink in. So let's see. We have ways of discarding. We have ways of getting stuff. We have ways of surveilling. What we need now are more reanimation spells. Probably another one, preferably better ones. Uh, the White Survivor would be a really good one since our deck is kind of on the light end right now. Nashi! You mill that many cards, you may put any number into your hand. If you put no cards this way, put... This is cute, but it doesn't fit us. Exorcise is pretty good, solid as removal. I might take that. There's the Grand Entryway. I said that would have been fine there. Resurrected Cultist kind of does resurrects itself. It is a 3-mana 4/1, so it might be okay. I kind of want to just take Nashi just to get the rares, but I know it's not going to do anything for us here. I might rather have the Exorcise or the Resurrected Cultist at this point. I'll take the Exorcise. Plenty of targets for us to remove with this one, so I'm quite happy with this. We did get one rare, but this guy's not gonna pay off at all. Unless we do have one activate ability, Possessed Goat, so we can make a 5/5 with this. Otherwise, nothing much. Okay, we got a Funeral Room. Return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. I am willing to take this one. Savior of the Small is a bit more realistic, but we have a lot of cheap creatures that can die, so we can use this to buy quite a bit of time. Savior of the Small would be nice also. Let's play a game. Less so. Crack Skull. Less so. If I'm going to take the Funeral Room, that's for sure. But I would... Savior of the Small is fine. Also, I suspect our opponent here might have disconnected. That was a super weird pass, if anything. So if we do a quick look of our... Yeah, we definitely want to play this at 4. This one we can kind of play at 2. This one's a real 5. So this is what our deck looks like. It's fine, could be better. Okay, so we're starting to get some of the cards we're really looking for. Valgavott's Faithful is a real one that we can use. There's a Derelict Attic. It draws us cards, but it's not what we're looking for. Neither is Living Phone. Cease from Slumber would be fine, but we will take Valgavott's Faithful here. But now we need some large creatures to... We need some really good creatures to get back. Right now, we have the Reanimator, but we don't have any real payoffs. I guess our kind of payoff is getting additional 2/2s. Hopefully get everything back. But yeah, we're looking for a few large creatures. Medium-sized creatures would be fine too. Unsettling Twins is an option. There's the Curse Recording. There's an Unwanted Remake if we need removal. Right now, removal is Exercise and Cease from Slumber, so only 2 pieces. We're not exactly the removal game. Cracked Skull. That player discards this card. We take the Unsettling Twins, though I don't... We could also just take the Unwanted Remakes just so we don't lose. Also, just do a check. Yeah, this is from our graveyard. This is from our graveyard. That's also from our graveyard. I probably... Yeah, we'll have to take that. So we're definitely main white, that's for sure. So this one, if nothing else, just gets us something back. Okay, here's something we can cycle with. 4/5 is fine. Definitely taking that. That's a second Cursed Recording we're looking at. But okay, now Unsettling Twins at 4. This one's a cycle. We definitely want to reanimate that. Yeah, our friend here. I would not be surprised if this guy's kind of ruining the draft by just tuning out and taking cards at random. But Sometimes that's how it is. It's also possible that they're really taking a long time reading cards. Hey, we got Right of the Moth. We definitely will take this. There is a Spectral Snatcher. That's also a big thing. But we're more likely to get this than this. So we will take the Right of the Moth. So this gives us 1, well, 2, Emerge is a 3, Valgavott's Faithful is 4. So we get 4 shots at reanimation. 4 shots at reanimation, 1 raise dead. Well, 5 shots at reanimation if we consider Awakening Hall, if that's realistic at all. And so, okay, the Relic Attic, no. We will take the Neglected Manor over an Appendage Amalgam. But we definitely want to start getting more creatures. We also want to get some removal because we do have to play mid-range control. I might be semi-regretting Unsettling Twins here. I might. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Enters each player, discards a card. If you discarded a card this way, draw a card. This also helps us get cards in the yard. I am willing to take it. Saw, whenever creature attacks you, may sacrifice a permanent other than that creature. Saw, if you do, draw a card. This is a way to get value, but I think I want to take Fanatic of the Harrowing here. And we're starting to get a lot of packs in already, so Resurrected Cultist, I'm not sure, but I might consider 1 Bear Trap instead. But I'll take the Resurrected Cultist first. We'll see if that lines up. Let's play a game. Creatures your opponent control get -1/-1. Each opponent discards 2 cards. Each opponent. We need to get Delirium for this to be actually good. I might rather have another Seize from Slumber instead. There's a Possessed Goat. I am considering it, but we need. And we can start claiming these Cursed Recordings for our rare pile. Let's get our value there. Okay, we will take a Bear Trap this time. If we're really short on removal, I'll take it. Then give us something. Yeah, we're taking this. There is an Ethereal Armor, there is another Defiled Crypt, but we are not letting go of this Overlord. Okay, let's see what else. Friendly Ghost, not so much. Haunted Screen. Okay, kinda nothing here. I might take a Hardened Escort here. Friendly Ghost is an option also. It just gets +2/+4 and doesn't give flying, but it itself is flying, so that is an alternate way. Let's do a color check. We're definitely more into white, so we want to prioritize white. I think I would rather have a second Friendly Ghost instead. But I probably would want to... Oh wait, I forgot. And Friendly Ghost is 4. We should have taken the Hardened Escort. There is a Commune with Evil. Look at the top 4 cards, put 1 of them in your hand, rest in your graveyard. This does help us fill the graveyard. But I'm going to speculate on Keys to the House because we have a room that we definitely want to open. Not Demonic Council, but we do get trapped in the screen. We're taking that. But we have to now be careful of our curve because our curve is really all over the place. So we have a lot of force here. So we definitely want to cut a few of these. I suspect the ones we do cut would probably be the Friendly Ghosts. There's another Patch Play thing. This one is something cheap enough for us to recover. It's a shame we don't have Savior of the Small because that would be a great loop for us. I will take another Patch Play thing. You just have to keep in mind that we are heavy on the 2, 3, 4 slots, so we definitely want more mana than less. Seize from Slumbers, a 2 for us. Jump Scare. I might just take another Innocuous Rat. There is Found Footage. Surveil 2, then draw a card. It's not really in for us. Do we have anything for red? Not really. I'll take another innocuous rat. I might just cut one friendly ghost for that. Okay, I'll cut later. Oh, there's our savior for the small. That's... Okay, that sets it up for us. So now we want cheaper creatures now. We still want cheaper creatures. Hardened Escort probably goes in versus Cult Healer. Acrobatic Cheerleader, not really great, but it can be annoying enough that we could take it. Also, it's a 2-drop. I'll take it. So, gonna cut one friendly ghost. We probably might want to cut some... I think I do cut Marvin. Also, we still... There's a fear of immobility. This is also something good for us to... And I think I would rather have that over a Cackling Slasher. Yeah, we'll take that one, something to reanimate. We want a few top-end creatures for reanimation, so that's good. So Loner can stay. I think we do lose Marvin. And let's see, what else could we lose instead? 6/5/5. I might want to lose another 4-drop. Might be the Fanatic. Hey, I can take this as a mana rock, but I probably don't want to run it. I'm actually trying to figure out what to cut at this point. We'll take another Bear Trap. Probably don't need to run it this time, but I'd like to have the option so that I could, if I need to cut some cards and I can sub those in. If I figure I need more removal, that's the option. I guess we do cut the Unsettling Twins. Yeah, let's play a game. But I do need to cut at least one more card. We can go 41 at least. There's a Possessed Goat. We'll take it. But I probably don't want to run it. We'll take that. Probably don't want to... We might have to run it. But I probably don't want to run it. Yeah, right now we are in white-black. We got the... So we definitely want to cut a few black cards here. So maybe... Okay, so what are our ways of discarding? Because so we have a lot of combos to look at here. So Possessed Goat discards. Cynical Loner puts stuff directly in yard. We really want that. Let's see. Spirit Skin Doll, we can actually use it as a discard engine. That's our plan. Let's see. Spirits can discard itself. This one's more of a 4. This one's more of a 3. This one's more of a 4. These two can act as 2s, but I probably want to cut one of them. So these are payoffs here. Patch Plating. Maybe we don't run all of them. So our concern is that this is kind of flat here. Friendly Ghost. I might rather just cut the Friendly Ghost and just put back the other Cease from Slumber, put back the Patch Plating because that's something we can get back. Yeah, I think we put back the Patch Plating. I need to consider if I have enough ways of discarding though. So Fanatic is also discard. So we have 1, 2 with Surveil. So we're looking for Surveil or discard. Split Skin Dolls 3 if we play it right. Cynical Loners 4. Manifest Dreads also help us. So 5, 6. I think we have enough. We'll run it like this. We'll see if we can make adjustments from there. Hoping that we do quite well in this one. It could go well. It could go poorly. But yeah, that's Duskmourn in a nutshell. We don't know. We're kind of in the middle, and I'm not so sure how good we're gonna get it. Hopefully, we are playing kind of an AB mechanic deck also, so that is an issue. This one's mana value 3, so we can get this back easily without the finality counter, though it goes back to hand. I'm gonna run this. I'm probably gonna regret it. I also regret playing that early. Opponent into double red, doesn't have anything else. We need to have one more mana for sure. I will definitely play the patch. Fear of being hunted, has haste. Let's hope we're crossing our fingers our opponent doesn't have Scorched Dragonfire. Impending is also quite good because it does give us the blockers we need. This forces our opponent to have removal first. Or they can hit us for 8, which is also a problem. So we definitely need to be able to put another card in. Yeah, this is... Oh, they're missing white. Okay, we take 8. Do they hit their mana? No. I could just play this as an additional blocker. Okay, they do have white. I can cycle this to ensure our 4th land, but I think we ensured that we don't die right away. Because I can cycle, hit a land, then I could probably just... But what I really want to do is land this first. This is an issue for us. Super aggro with really good curve. Probably a problem for us. We might want to... Most Valuable Slayer. It's actually still a good block for us because these both have... So we hit another patch plating. I could swing with this, see if our opponent blocks. Then we could just play this out again. We really need to hit our other land though. I'm gonna swing because yeah, I need to do this now. Now I could now what I could do is I could just play this. I suppose I could just get the Shepherding Spirits back. And the reason for that is if we start, it allows us to hit mana again and play another patch play thing. If our opponent had Vengeful Possession Threaten finally became a really good card in this format now. One, because it's a lot cheaper than usual. Reluctant Role Model, that's not gonna quite do it. We'll take 3. So what are our options here? Okay, finally hit our double black. So I can Impending this one. I could also just play Savior of the Small, but I need to start blocking stuff. I guess Impending this is quite good for us right now. Basically, we just need to start creating blockers, and lots of it. Opponent might have the Scorching Dragonfire, so it was good. Yep, they did. So it's good we had it. It's good we managed to make some blockers for us. Our opponent could... So we're trying to see how could we... I could cycle this, get another land, right of the moth, get that patch plating. Fear of missing out. Ooh. Untap target creature gets an additional combat phase. That's gonna be super annoying. So who does our opponent give first strike to? Gives it to that. There is a +2/+2 effect. We're probably gonna die either way, so I'm just gonna block this one. Do they, if they have it, we lose. Yeah, they did have it. It is what it is. Yeah, red-white aggro is gonna be one of our main concerns here. So let's keep that in mind. So what could we do about what could we have done in that one? We could have just blocked both, but then we would probably be still losing on the other end. We definitely want to have more early plays now, so I'm gonna actually cut a few more. I'm gonna cut a few more 4s. No, these are already the good ones. I guess I can cut the Fanatic of the Harrowing for another cheap creature. Like, Marvin is fine. Possessed Goat is also fine here. In fact, I might just run another Possessed Goat here. Also, let's do a sanity check. 15 and 9, so it's an 8/8. I might just go 10/8 at this point. Though it does become, but we do have enough black cards to make this concerning. I could probably say cut another black card to make it work. But I don't like the curve out level. I think we'll just put it back in. Let's try this. Still haven't considered adding more of the removal yet, like the bear traps, for example. If red white turns out to be really popular, then we definitely will be adding those. So I guess turn 1 piece to the house, don't do anything with it. So this into this is fine. Opponent goes into Skull Crab. So I think I do pitch this one. Gremlin Tamer. So I will play this one out. Then next turn we probably go Funeral Song. Funeral Room. If our opponent, because these are just this is just basic mill. Opponent's just taking 4. Now our opponent could have their own enchantment removal. Exorcism Exile, so that would be really annoying. Play next turn is probably just to drop the Funeral Room and threaten to open it. I might also just play Appendage Amalgam. Convince our opponent to mill us quite a bit. Okay, there comes an Inquisitive Glimmer. They're going to mill us. So there's a Fear of Immobility. That's a good one for us to get back. Meat Locker. I'm happy to chump block with the token anyway, so it's a... But I do need those lands. Yeah, I guess I can block with this because I'm not gonna be able to swing through it anyway. Okay, there we go. There's... we're just biding our time here. Right now we have 2 creatures to get back. This might actually disincentivize our opponent from actually milling our grave, milling us now. We'll see. They're still going for us, I guess. That's an emerge from the cocoon, so we lost our reanimation. We can get 2 creatures back though, so I'm kind of fine with it. And Overlord is gonna become a threat eventually, so we'll keep an eye on that. Now the thing is, if our opponent swings with enough creatures, I am willing to block. I am willing to block with the Split Skin Doll. Yep. Stun counter, so probably want to stun. So probably want to stun this one, and one more turn. If I had another one of this, I would consider. I could also consider locking this up. Finally got the awakening room open. That's a big deal. We get to flash this in. Opponent goes Fear of Falling. Whenever it attacks, really aggressive on the mill plan on us, I guess. Bottomless Pool. Return up to 1 creature. I guess that's fine. We eventually will have to remove this, but for now we're going to. Yeah, opponent's just gonna chump block quite a bit. Okay, so we now got our impending creature. We'll most likely just pitch this land. Make this a 4/4. Opponent could unlock this to start drawing cards, which is fine. Unable to scream. Okay, that's a bit annoying. So we actually... Ooh, we lose Valgavot's Faithful. That was painful for us. Unable to scream. So they're... Oh wow, they really got... They managed to get all those enchantments early. Good for them. Yeah, this is where our lack of removal hurts us here. There's our exercise. We lost our trap as well, so... Until your next turn. Okay, that's fine. We'll pitch this. We do need to start hitting back. But yeah, Gremlin Tamer generating all these 1/1s is annoying. You're really just gonna you're really just gonna mill us out, eh? Okay, there's your right. So what do I get back? I could mill this and reanimate it, but our opponent's going to be doing a good job of that for us, so we're just going to swing. Problem is, our opponent managed to generate so many 1/1s. Yeah, the lack of removal is really hurting us here. So white blue is really strong. I would say white blue is strong, but it also helped that our opponent managed to draft really all these good enchantments. Like, able to scream probably one of the best removal spells in the lot. Okay, fine with that. Another enchantment. Yeah, it does highlight how many enchantments there are in the game. Did we lose our other... We haven't lost our other room yet. But we're also taking... We could actually lose the next one if we don't have a way to gain life. Yeah, this is actually starting to feel really bad. Our opponent had a super streamlined deck. And is that another unable scream? Okay, that is so wrong in so many ways. Still, we don't really have much of a choice. We just have to keep swinging with everything. Yeah, because if our opponent has an enchantment, we're just dead anyway. Ooh. I probably should have swung first, then go for reanimating that. That's a way. As it is, we take 5. We have to play the goat. But if our opponent has one more enchantment, it's just over for us. Okay, that was enough. How did they? Oh my gosh, that was really horrid. We did not stand a chance at all. So I guess it's time to start putting more removal spells now. So we're gonna cut back, which might be an issue for this one. Like, we're sacrificing a lot of synergy to make this work. So we're gonna probably cut back on these goats. Is there anything else? Like, let's see. This is only activated abilities of creatures, so yeah, our lack of removal is also hurting us. I guess we can add another Cease from Slumber. Then we could probably just cut... Super suspicious? I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, the lack of interaction for us was really bad. If a few bear traps, we would have been able to avoid that situation. We would have been able to snipe the key uncommons. But yeah, this format is going to be super hard to get right, so don't be shocked if you lose out quite a bit. Oh, I would not be surprised if I had to sacrifice this to get a basic land. So we'll play this now. Okay, don't need to use it quite yet. In fact, depending what our opponent drops, we could just bear trap it. And this puts it into hand, so let's see what our opponent discards. So I could play this first, but I think I am better off going after this one first. Because next turn I could sack this one, grab a key, then play this one, grab a land and play this. I would also like to play this one out. Now I might also delay it. If I hit a land, I would probably just play these two out first and delay this one. I get playmate. Okay, not that fast. And we did hit our land, so we can delay it a bit. If our opponent goes for a said removal spell, I could opt to go for this one, then probably just drop, say, Fear of Immobility. Let's see what removal they go for this. I do like the graphic in the middle. If it the coffin really tells you it's a. I could actually just take the hit. Yeah, let's take the hit. Let's force our opponent to use something. Now, granted, since combat tricks are getting better now, blocking would also force them to use something, so that's another way out of it. Opponent is taking their while to decide if they want to do something. Oh, they're just gonna need. Ooh, okay, they're need.
I've always got a noodle. I've seen scarier things in a bowl of noodles.
Let's check his abilities. Surveil 2, then. Oh, he could just activate the -2 to put the stun counter on it, which is probably the best thing he can do. Yeah, Kaito is nuts. We might end up losing to it. I'm gonna go sacrifice. Make sure we get our land now. And the reason for this is we are gonna go for fear.
I've got them picked. Press the attack.
We are gonna go for the Fear of Immobility. Yes, yeah, so if our opponent wants to tap this down, they have to lose this one. If they want, now they could +1 it, but in which case they will need to have blockers on the return. Jericho Ilagan, thank you for liking stream. Good evening to you too. Right now, you're kind of watching a disaster of a draft for me. What's this? Hold on. Got Kaito when I bought the booster the other week. Good for you. That's pretty nice. Yeah. I am not gonna block because I am planning to swing into this. Opponent will probably generate blockers though, so we kind of need to bide our time until then. Yeah, Kaito has been really annoying for the most part here. This is one of the really good I would say this is one of the better ones, I'd say. Okay. So at least I have something to emerge from the cocoon with. But this is gonna keep getting larger and larger. So I could play Cynical Loners just to start putting cards in the yard. So opponent's now gonna need to jet. They could make this into a 5/6. +1. Yeah, trying to fight Kaito is gonna be the biggest headache for us. How do we get out of this? We definitely want to go. So you have Artifact and Sorcery. Yep, going for ninjas again.
I thrive in the dark.
We're kind of forced to take this one again, though. Let's see what our opponent's follow-up is. Probably a creature, but we will have 2 to swing at them now. Removal is going to be a bit more painful. Tackling Shambler. Into a hand that feeds. Okay, 2 blockers. We're not getting rid of this guy anytime soon, are we? Now this does get us a little bit of life back, so that is an option. So I probably want to play the Patch Plating. It's a shame we don't have the key anymore. We just now need to hit 2 lands running back to back. I am willing to play this back again for the time being, just to. Opponent could really invest in this, that's for sure. Yeah, having to fight Kaito is going to be such a big nightmare, especially with the hexproof. And we trapped in the screen might get us out of it, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, but if it's telling that well, this one is our only loss to a rare so far. Everything else has been losses to really good. Yeah, I'm gonna block with this. Not enough to kill it, but it's enough to kind of buy us back with a little life, more life, I guess. So Funeral Room is really just buying us the time for us to get our entire graveyard back. There is our 7th land, so I will give up on Resurrected Cultist. And we will play Cynical Loner. So if we hit 1 more land, so this is now the game of can we hit our 1 more land. Oh my gosh, fighting against Kaito. Kaito's gonna be one of the really nasty rares for us to fight against. But what do we get back? Right now it's just these 2. But it's still bet. We probably will end up giving up Cynical Loner as well, so with probably 3 cards. Opponent could actually start spending to tap our cards down, which is a thing. Yeah, he's gonna spend to tap. He will swing with this.
Fight. Control the outcome.
It's fine, I guess. So Moth. So right off the Moth, getting back Fear of Immobility is also an option for us. Because that will get us the other Fear, lock it down, then we can finally snipe Kaito. Well, that will also do it, I guess. Let's hope we're hoping our opponent doesn't have a counter. Now they might have removal. They might still have straight up removal for it. Can't really do anything about that. But let's finally. Okay. We finally got rid of it for good.
Fine. I'll make a new plan.
Okay. Now search. Let's see. What's a good one to put in the yard? We need to have some good cards to put in the yard now. Let's see. Put the Overlord. We're bound to hit the land eventually. Also, it sets up our resurrected. Well, though it has a finality counter already. Opponent goes Sphere of the Dark. When it attacks, controls no glimmer creatures, gains menace and death touch. Sure. We got our Right of the Moth, so we can write it back. This does get back with a finality counter, so it might be an issue for us here. So what do we get back instead? I guess we get back the patch plating instead. Let's get Shepherding Spirits in there now. Opponent goes attack in the box, but can't attack quite yet. This does become a 6 damage on board, so that's something to consider. If our opponent attacks with this, I have to block with 2 creatures. So let's see if our opponent invests on it right away. If they... That's fine. Gain a little life back. Okay, finally get everything back. We will nuke out the attack in the box. Oh my gosh, having to fight Kaito just to get all this. At least we are getting it. I am willing to trade Cynical Loner because I now have a plan here. Also, we got Valgavot's Faithful, so we can just use it to get this back, or probably this or something. Oh my gosh. One is just gonna take it. Now, they could have a massive board wipe, and then I'm really host, nothing I can really do about it. Cynical Loner, search your library for a card. Yes, we do, because let's say our opponent has a way to exile. So we kind of want to have something to get back. Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Opponent playing 4 colors. Opponent saying good game. Are they cashing it in? Yep, they're cashing it in. We finally got a win! And we had to survive Kaito for so long. This is gonna be a tough slog for us, that's for sure. Let's see if we can keep going. I'm liking where we... But yeah, Kaito is gonna be one of the biggest menaces for draft. So... definitely keep an eye out for Planeswalker removal. Unfortunately, I think Sheltered by Spirits only hits... It doesn't hit every non-permanent. Oh, we can keep this actually. And we have our Cease from Slumber if we need removal. Only going for a Patchwork Beastly. And we got our mini combo going, so we'll go for that. Opponent giving up a Manifest Dread. And that feeds. Okay, we'll cycle. Now we could play an Acrobatic Cheerleader and pass. Yeah, we'll just play the Acrobatic Cheerleader and pass. Also, we don't have to write off the mod right away. We could just use Emerge instead. Cryptid Inspector. This one having Vigilance is annoying. Exercise misses. We just 1 mana away from... I guess we do it right now. We... Opponent is trying to... Okay, they're almost at Delirium, so... Removal's gonna be an issue. Threats around every corner. So this becomes a 3-4. Oh, they actually gave up the plane, so they're actually playing multiple colors. So let's see. First we oh, they still have that. We're gonna snipe this one. I'm gonna swing with both of these. Yeah, I want to convince our opponent to block so that they don't get this. Oh, they had to give up on Rip. Spineseeker Centipede doesn't quite do it. There's a limit to how much you can Delirium though. So we can Fear of Immobility. Getting back Cheerleader is not the greatest, so... I guess we just put it on this one. Because I'm planning to swing with this. Basically trying to convince our opponent to have removal for this. Nope, they're actually keeping the... Oh, they're actually not milling anymore? Oh, wow. I guess we do Acrobatic Cheerleader at this point. Okay, we'll go Default Crypt. Get ourselves extra value. I will still swing with just one. We are 2 turns away. Opponent is probably going to try to use Manifest Dread to get their 4th card, get their 4th Delirium. Baseball Bat also kind of does it. So, oh, they're holding back. This is sorcery speed, and I don't want to risk this one nuking something, so we're gonna nuke the baseball bat. I could probably also start swinging with these just to start paring the board down. Never mind, opponent concedes. Did not have an answer to a flyer, even though green has quite a few reach creatures here. Well, maybe not as much. It's really more black-green, so yeah, we kind of dodged the bullet there. Got 2 wins, but at 2 losses, it's kind of hairy. We want to get at least 1 more win to get a significant chunk on the of gems. So let's do a quick look. So at 2 wins, we're only getting 250 gems. It jumps really high on 3 wins, so we really want to get that 3rd win. But it's a bit hairy there. At least we have we swapped out to a better removal package. We're still able to hit our reanimation combo from time to time. I guess we keep this because we have keys to the house. We have removal entrapped in the screen. So we have quite a few options here. Turn 2 Cynical Loner is actually kind of okay, though we want to get smaller creatures because of we have Savior of the Small. Innocuous Rat. get our plains. But we play our Swamp and we play Valdavot's Faithful. We will take the hit. Now we get to play the Skindal, draw a card. I guess we could also play Cynical Loner, but... Okay, now we got our combo cooking a bit. Now we just need to put something good in the yard. I don't mind. Opponent's probably gonna have to play something. They figure we're not gonna trade for the rat. I probably would trade. No, not. Fanatic. Each player discards a card. If you. So. I guess we discard Cynical Loner. So I could play this, but I probably want to play Savior of the Small first. Offer a trade. I don't mind if our opponent takes the trade though. They got their value. Should be... So what we're hoping to do is reanimate these guys. When it goes Ticket 2 to Manifest Dread. They're probably hope... I won't... Okay. So we're only at 4 mana. Do I trap something in the screen? Yeah, this way if our opponent has something, has a combat trick or something, it's not a total wash. I guess we get back the Split Skin Doll because that draws us into a will draw us into a card later. Opponent goes for Winter. We need to hit... Oh, Ward 2 is annoying. So, let's see. I can... Trap in the screen, but I need to have one more mana. Let's Split Skin Doll. That's not mana, but... So, Winter is now an issue. Each player draws 2 cards. That kind of helps us. Well, not if it doesn't hit us the land we need. I'm probably gonna... But right now, we're thankful that they only have... they're only at Delirium 2. Change if they... Under the Skin... Getting back Fanatic makes sense. You know, getting back Forest also makes sense. They're missing the land. They're really into the Manifest deck. Not sure if Duskmourn is a Prince set. I see lots of rare cards. I would say that Duskmourn is 50-50. The last quick draft I did, I managed to get 6-0. And I think the only rare I had was the one that just pinged 1 damage whenever your opponent drew a card. So it's actually very close to Pauper. But there are some princely aspects about this. So first things first, we're going to stop this Winter. Trade the doll. I guess I could trade with this too, just to start paring down their board. It helps us grow a bit, and we can start deploying our other threats. Yeah, that's some force multiple trades at this point. Yep, that is the trade I expected. I don't know which is the better one. This is guesswork. We took out the wary watchdog. Okay. Wicker for pressure. We still have a seize from slumber, so we can go for that. I guess we can innocuous. No, we'll take. We're starting to hit our mana. Now this is only for tap. I could wait for them to tap this, but is this an attack trigger? Attacks if there are 4 or more cards. I could wait for it. Now let's just go for it. They could have to turn inside out cards, so that's something to consider. I'm gonna hold this one back now, and I'm gonna actually just swing with this. We just need 2 more mana, and then we can start. Well, we have a few creatures to get back, so it's not that bad. Actually, 1 more mana, we can just deploy the straight, so that's why I'm holding on. There's a head shredder. Now, this does give it double strike, but double strike is not not the worst. Is not the worst in the 5/5. Let's see if our opponent invests on it. Nope, going for vengeful possession. They will get their 1/1s too. But this is. They have, and Blackbird takes good advantage of this because they can sacrifice. They're just gonna crew 1. So how do we block here? Yeah, let's just put an end to that threat. Let's see if they have any response to this. If they try to protect this, they won't most likely not be able to sacrifice Overlord, which is good for us. Yep, Violent Urge, first strike, that's fine. But we block the double strike, which is quite important for us. And we do gain quite a bit of life in the process, so I'm not too unhappy with it. Let's go with Patch Plating. They do have 2 mana. Oh, that was a Storm Weaver. Do they have a way to sacrifice this? I think at 2 mana there is a way. Drag to the roots. No, they're just gonna destroy it outright. Okay. So I'm gonna swing with this. See if our opponent blocks. They don't block, so we flip. And this does swing, so we do want to hold that back. I could also just buy this back, but we're very close, so I'm actually going to hold this. Oh yeah, Delirium gave it double strike. Okay. They could unlock this to get additional double strike. I'm probably just gonna end up blocking just to take our opponent down with Funeral Room. Okay, Manifest Dread. Sure. Take it good doing their thing. Head Shredder is actually really good at netting all the mana. Crew 1, sure. If they wanted to unlock the room, they needed to unlock it earlier. Anyway, pass. I'm gonna do it first before they mill. Okay, that threat is gone. Yeah, having the more removal is important here. Let's do this now. Get it over with. Woo-wee! You could say it's a print set, but we have failed with this card once, so it's not necessarily that busted. But yeah, we are definitely swinging with these two. Opponent murders that. That's fine. Go down to 1. They will need to block this, and they have to block it and kill it, so they will go down to 0. We managed to get there. Okay, so at least we got our manas. We got our 1,000 gems in. Another win would be nice. That puts it to 1,400, a little less than our 1,500 buy-in. Or at least that's the regular cost of the buy-in. So we're actually catching up here. Not bad. Wow, this is really a tough sell of a set, if I may. I guess the issue with print sets also is that there are a lot of duds here. My first pick was Marvin because I really could not make up my mind if I wanted to go into something dedicated. It's a good thing I did not. Though there was a white-black card, I could. No, I don't think I could have gone into that. Anyway, this one's okay. We get we could just grab the lantern too. Turn 3 patch plating into split skin doll for the draw is fine. I can kind of fake it out by cycling the shepherding spirits. Cycle. So I go for this. Oh, there's also an appendage, but this one is fine because let's say our opponent discards, that is it trades. No, opponent goes for Overgrown Zealot, so they're not gonna swing at all. So we will play our Split Skin Doll and hold up our Cease from Slumber. I guess I can safely swing here. Yeah, because that's at least that's still 4 damage. And next turn, if our opponent doesn't attack, we could just hardcast removal and play the pressure that way. They have to do something at 5 man. Well, technically, Grasping Long Neck. Okay, that's fine. Nope. I guess I'm willing to swing it like this. Show us the combat trick. Nope, just a trade. I'm fine with that. Appendage Amalgam being a flash creature is also a nice bonus for us too. Fear of Immobility. Okay, stun counter. So I guess I just block it. Yeah, they gain 2 life. So our opponent's bound to attack with that soon, so we will play the Resurrected Cultist. Also, Cease from Slumber is really nasty against the green-white survival deck, though now our opponent is showing black. So they might have some reanimator elements here. No, it's a living phone. Hey, they're really holding back. I'm gonna try it. Okay, they don't. They now have their own Cease from Slumber. I'm fine with that. So it's going to become a game of seizing from slumber, I guess. But so now we want to hit our reanimations cards. Yeah, we're going to exercise the phone. Okay, so let's see. Opponent. Grand Entryway makes a 1/1 white glimmer token. They could. Yep, they're gonna do that. Make it a 1/5. Let's see if they actually swing. Nope, in that case, we're going to seize this from slumber. Because that 1/5 is going to stonewall us a bit. There's another patch plating. We can swing with this one actually. I'll eat the block, sure. Yeah, keep applying the pressure, but our opponent has cards in hand, so we really need to draw our reanimators. We also have 8 mana already, so Monstrous Emergence takes that out. Atrophied, I am glad. I don't mind trading it. Okay, at least we got some value there. And our opponent concedes! We got there. 4 wins. The comeback is real. But we are still at risk of losing the next one. But hey, we managed to make it to gold this time. Well, we made a gold last time too. It's really making to platinum was hard during Bloomburrow. I wasn't quite feeling it. Maybe Duskmourn changes that. So there we go. Let's keep going. Looking really good. Yeah, definitely having more removal helps. We haven't seen the bear traps, but seeing the other removal spells really help us here. The amount of interaction, if you remember to put them and you remember to draft them, lessens the princely nature of the set. That said, there are still some really nasty creatures. Lots of ward, lots of value on ETB. I don't need to bear trap right away, so we will just neglect that manner. We'll go cheerleader to cultist tree. Then on 4 we will have the option of bear trap or... Let's see what kind of creature this is. No, it's a winter removal spell. Yeah, White Overlord doing... Agreed. White Overlord doing lots of work. Acrobatic Cheerleader, it's only there because it's a 2-drop. It's honestly one of the weakest cards for the most part. There's just so many it's hard to get it to stay there and survive. Let's get that. Yeah, let's get that damage in. So, depending what our opponent drops, Trapped in the Discreet, we could just Overlord, and I'm willing to trade. Innocuous Rat. I am so not willing to trade for that. I guess what I do is I dump these two for now. Dump this one for now, then we just dump. Then we hold back and not giving them a free creature. We'll start swinging with this one. Our opponent in the reanimator plant, so that could be a problem. Yeah, the token. Thankfully, we're not looking at red. Our opponent gaining. Tretan became really good as a card all of a sudden. That's pretty much red's way of balancing rares. Like opponent drops a good rare creature, you threaten it, you use it against them. Sometimes it's enough to close the game. Opponent's gonna eventually have to drop something that's, well, Derelict Attic is not it. Opponent's gonna hold this back. So let's see. I guess I played the Rat. I guess I played the Loner also. I might be walking into a board wipe. Like Damnation is in the set. That is quite annoying. At least we get a card back, but our opponent also gets it as well. And thankfully, Overlord doesn't get hit by it. Depending on what our opponent drops, I'm at the point where I'm willing to swing with everything. Because the next turn is going to be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 damage. Because I'm just using Trapped in the Screen or Cease from Slumber, depending if we hit our land drop. Killer's Mask generates a manifest creature. Ooh. This is something good that they want to reanimate. So I'm actually going to exile this. Opponent could block the Rat, they go down to 1. They're definitely not going to do that. I just spike a doll that way. Opponent needs to answer these two. This will not do it. Oh, wow. And to think I almost lost hope because of how do you say this? Almost lost hope because of that opposing Kaito on game 3. Anyway, we will swing with everything. Let's see what our opponent's response to this is. Live or die, return creature to the yard. So let's see. So I will give this up, then I will give a creature up, but I will make them give an entire creature up. So that's one less blocker. So I can also give this up then. And there we go. We met. I am starting to like Cease from Slumber a lot now. It's really it's going up. It's going up for me. Now, white has the more effective removal, but having removal at instant speed. What are other removal available for instant speed? I'll take a look at the set later. Obviously not Glass Casket, but hey, 5 wins. We definitely made our entry fee back. So now let's see if we can squeeze more out of this. One more win would be, well, 2 more wins would be absolutely nice. 1 more win is good, but I'm already happy with 5 wins. I can be happy with what you have. Don't complain about everything. Sometimes things will look up afterwards. And in fairness, first 2 losses, yeah, I definitely had to retune the deck. I could not. Your interaction is so important. You cannot just sit back, do your thing, and hope your opponent doesn't interact with you. Sometimes what the thing you're doing is just too slow. So rat funeral, rat funeral, or patch plating, or just rat into this. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We have options here. I might go rat funeral room just to start the train going. Definitely keep it though. Patchwork Beetle again. So this could get out of hand, so, well, they did give up a Scorching Dragonfire, so if it goes out of hand, I might consider playing the Patch Plating. But for now, Innocuous Wrath. You're just gonna cycle the Beastie? Sure. So next turn, definitely Patch Plating. Okay, still 2. But they are giving up a lot of their combat tricks. Grab the prize. Okay, so they definitely have full. We will take the we'll take the 3 damage here. There was an argument for just blocking with the rat. They might have removal for patch plating. Yeah, we probably played this one wrong. But yeah, yeah, these are super powerful, good delirium cards. Fear of Exposure. Nope. Another rat. They probably have removal now, so we are in trouble already. But I guess we can start chump blocking a few things. We definitely want to start getting things back with Awakening Hall, so we need to get the Funeral Room down soon. Cathartic Parting, Shuffles. Ooh, that's... Maybe we shuffled a bit too much. But the Beastie is still big. You know what? I'll take the 5 for now. We'll set up the Funeral Room. And we'll also set up the Cease from Slumber. So we'll go Funeral Room first. And I'll do this now while they are short on a few cards. Now, maybe I could have swung first, but I was planning to block now. Since I was definitely planning to block now that we are just like 3 mana away. Say its name. Opponent. Quite a ways away from Altanak, but they are getting the Fear of Exposure back. I'm gonna go for the full tap. It taps everything just to get it down, but yeah, they will get it down. So just a quick check. Unfortunately, we don't have anything real to get back, so we are gonna start blocking with Innocuous Rat, etc. Trial of Agony. Okay, I guess we're not blocked. Wait, we can block with the token. Wow, we're really getting flooded here. But we have 2 creatures to get back. We'll probably get a 3rd creature to get back. Wicker Folk has haste and trample. Force block. But we are gonna go down to, well, 2 after this. do bear trap. That draws us a card. Very good. We get to hold back. So now we just have to set up blockers for days. Yeah, Awakening Hall saving our bacon again. So we need to 1, 2, 3, 4. We could still lose this one though. There's nothing we can do about it if that happens. If our opponent drew a good board, what? Okay, they didn't, so we... Oh, we do go down to 0. Ah, okay. We really didn't have enough. Ah no, we blocked wrong. We probably should have double blocked the one and moved the other block. I don't think we had enough toughness either way. Yeah, well, Awakening Room doesn't save us from everything. It didn't, but we did get 5 wins. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's claim our winnings and we can call it the night. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Many thanks to Jericho Alagan. Well, I would have liked this one, but yeah, Reanimator can be made to work, but you really have to earn the time for it. So definitely all the removals can be so important there. Omnivorous Fly Trap. That one seems to be doing quite well now these days. Yeah, just cash in all the good stuff. Ghostly Dancers. Wait, did I already? I think I should already have the vault up available. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. And take care. Maybe I was mistaken in the vault. Or does it auto-open? Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Yeah, be happy what you have. I agree. Be happy what you have. Thank you very much.